Welcome to Into the Wild, the TV program where we take you into the wild. Today on Into the Wild, we're in rural Alaska, quite literally the middle of nowhere. Today, we're going to take you on a guided tour of some of Alaska's most historical landmarks and some of the more interesting sites. Come along. So here we are in front of a monument commemorating one of the greatest men in Alaskan history. He has led his troops into numerous battles, famously the Battle of the Phoenix, the Battle of Apocalypse, one of the great strategists in military history, one of the great minds in academic history, and of course, one of the greatest men in the history of the world, Sir Patrick Stewart. You may wonder why there is an eagle on his back. This is because the bald eagle represents both freedom and the boldness of Patrick Stewart's head. Just a lovely man. What we have here is the Ford F550 XL 6.7 litre V8 power stroke turbo diesel. This right here will get you where you need to go in the tough Alaskan weather. Everyone here has it. This is actually a small rig, four-wheel drive, of course. It has pretty low amount of wheels for Alaska. Most people have six-wheel drive cars. It's a really incredible vehicle. But anyway, let's move on. We're here in front of the Nesbitt Courthouse, where 1.3 million people in Anchorage, Alaska per year are killed by alligators. It's really become a national problem, so much so that in fact all alligator importation is limited to 4 per person, and if you have a large enough family, it's actually the limit is 8 per household. So right where we are now is we're in front of the famous Cook Inlet, named of course after the cookouts and barbecues which take place here. So where we are is in front of the famous Captain Crunch statue. This is the man who gave his life to discover the place we know as Alaska. So here we are in front of the famous Cook Inlet, of course named after the barbecues that take place here every year. And if you look over here, we'll see there are plastic bags hanging up all around the city, and it's a way of the native peoples to ward off the cold. You can tell by my mittens, it hasn't worked this year so far, but we are still hopeful and have faith for the future. So here we are in front of the Alaska Railroad. 500 miles of track from Seward to Fairbanks. Of course, the most impressive part of the Alaska Railroad is the Hurricane Gulch Bridge. It stretches 1,000 feet across, 350 feet to the bottom, and was built in 60 days, almost 100 years ago. I'm kidding, they could have done that as a joke. Here we are in front of a local establishment, and there is a plaque in depiction of one of the great tragedies in North American history. This is where the Crabkin destroyed the land bridge connecting Asia to North America and killed many, many Native Alaskans. From that point forward, Alaska has had one of the highest mortality rates in the Western world of 100%. Yes, so back there we have a totem actually celebrating the alligator god. Here we have the Alaskan Hard Rock Cafe. And actually, before the Westerners took over, this was known as the Smooth Jazz Cafe. Really just the great tragedy of white America taking over. Here we have the soldiers that stand guard to the gates of Anchorage. As you can see, no matter how much you get in their way, touch them, they will not move a muscle. They won't even blink. It's amazing, really. We are standing in front of the Alaskan Army and Naval Base. This is the second smallest militaristic base in the world, aside from North Korea, and also the second least effective. Right here is a bust of one of the United States' most famous kings, Winston Churchill. Really captures the lovely nature that he presented.